Nissan cancels a $500 million EV plant, Rivian consolidates their Georgia factory, and the gas Macan is done this summer. I'm Jason Valentini, 14-year automotive engineer. Let's get into it. Nissan just scrapped dedicated EV production at their Canton, Mississippi plant after earmarking $500 million for it back in 2022. Now switching instead to hybrid and gas-powered trucks. Retooling full assembly line for battery electric is a completely different manufacturing problem than retooling for hybrid. Hybrid still runs on existing ICE infrastructure with an electric layer bolted on. It's a lower risk bridge that buys time while the market catches up. Rivian consolidated their Georgia plant into a single phase at 300,000 units annually and renegotiated their federal DOE loan down from $6.6 billion to $4.5 billion. That sounds like a retreat, but they actually grew phase 1 capacity by 50% in the process. You optimize your production process before you scale it, not after. Startups that overbuild capacity before they've proven the process are the ones that run out of cash. Porsche just confirmed the gas Macan is done this summer. The CFO said it plainly on their Q1 earnings call. Production stops and they'll build as many as they can in the final month. EU safety and cybersecurity regulations made it too expensive to keep the aging platform compliant. The car was still outselling the electric Macan 2-to-1 in the US. Regulations ended it anyways, and any combustion replacement isn't coming until 2028. A Tesla with 380,000 miles on the original battery, Ford's recall count versus Mitsubishi's entire history, and what your car is quietly recording right now. A Tesla Model 3 just hit 380,000 miles on its original battery pack, and it lost roughly a third of its range. Lithium-ion cells degrade through repeated charge cycles, and thermal management can help slow but never stop it. The industry benchmark is 80% retention at 8 years, but this Tesla has miles and lots of them, so call me charmed. Battery replacements run around $15,000 or more, so a Tesla on its original battery at 380,000 miles is seriously impressive. Mitsubishi's entire US recall history is only 3 actions short of what Ford issued in 2025 alone. Before you say Ford builds more cars, the reason is simple. Fewer systems mean fewer failure modes. Mitsubishi runs conservative, low-complexity platforms. Ford is pushing advanced tech integration across millions of vehicles. And statistically, more fault points mean more recalls. Neither is wrong, it's just a fun comparison. Did you know? Your car has been recording the last several seconds before every crash since around 2014. Speed, brake pressure, steering angle, seatbelt status, all of it. The event data recorder as it goes by is a hardened module built to survive high-impact force. Insurance attorneys and litigators subpoena this data regularly, and as a vehicle owner, you should know it exists. Tesla's Cybertruck wheel recall, Brembo's brake-by-wire going into production, and Honda walking away from an $11 billion EV factory. All 173 of Tesla's rear-wheel drive Cybertrucks are being recalled because the wheels can detach while driving. On-road disturbances and cornering forces can cause cracking around the brake rotor stud holes, and if that happens, off goes the wheel stud, and poof, you're watching your wheel roll down the road without you. The rear-wheel drive was a budget variant that's already been discontinued, and the tiny production volume is fortunate. No confirmed accidents to date, but if you're one of like the 5 people that have this spec Cybertruck, get it taken care of. Brembo just confirmed their fully electronic brake-by-wire system called Sensify, and it's entering production on a mystery OEM's vehicle. No hydraulic fluid, just digital signals driving electric actuators at each wheel. This unlocks individual wheel braking control and seamless integration that hydraulics physically cannot do. The engineering challenge here is redundancy since it's a safety-critical system. This is yet just another system going electric in its controls, and the benefits will be clear. Honda just put their $11 billion Canadian EV factory on indefinite hold. They've already canceled 3 EV models. Being great at hybrid engineering doesn't automatically transfer to pure EV manufacturing. Battery supply chain economics and platform architecture decisions likely made the math unworkable. The concept of profitable production gap is where big bets go to die, or in Honda's words, shelved. Tesla's wheel recall, Brembo's brake-by-wire, and Honda's EV shelving. Follow Automotive right now for the engineer's take on what's really happening in the automotive industry.